Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE Raw 2016 February 22nd review. Um, what is there to really say about this event except it absolutely fucking sucked? This Raw event. I mean, there was some good things, but majority of it was just absolute and complete fucking boredom. That most of the matches led to nowhere. Um, I mean, I'd like to get loud, but it's late, and my roommate he needs to get up early, so I don't want to be rude or disrespectful to him. I gotta be up early anyway, either, but I like to review this the moment after the event ends. And quite frankly, I think that this event this Raw event sucked. I mean, and this is on a consistent basis. Last night was a decent show, in my opinion. A lot of people on YouTube have said it sucked. Um, I disagree with them, but on this show, and I'm certain that the other people that have mentioned that I've watched that said the Fastlane pay-per-view sucked, I'm pretty certain they're going to say this show sucked as well, and I am in full agreement with them on this one. This was absolute fucking boredom from beginning to end, practically, outside of a few things here and there. Shane McMahon's deal was awesome, especially the reaction the crowd gave to him and how they reacted. The match setup, predictable. Ending the match, the end result of the match that they're going to have with Undertaker and Shane McMahon in a Hell in a Cell match is very predictable. Uh, if you think that Shane McMahon for one solitary second is going to beat Undertaker at WrestleMania, which the only one that was able to do that was Brock Lesnar, and then do it on top of it inside of a Hell in a Cell match, you're sadly mistaken, or you're heavily on drugs. That's just my opinion. The other thing is that, let's see here, Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose being set up for WrestleMania 32, that's another good portion of the show, which I really enjoyed. Definitely Dean Ambrose is showing a lot of heart, but where's the point where he's going to start having an advantage, start showing that he has a possibility of winning this match at WrestleMania, giving people the idea that this match is going to be a back and forth confrontation at WrestleMania. Hopefully, with it being a no disqualification match and nothing, I mean, anything can really happen. You know, they could use weapons, what have you. It might give Dean Ambrose a fair shot at making this match a little bit more believable. And I think so, really, because, I mean, it's a street fight. So, I mean, in Dean Ambrose's case, he can find something to give him an advantage. But let's get into the full-on blown review here. We go on, have Shane McMahon come out after the Vincent J. McMahon Legacy Award was given to Stephanie McMahon. So this big hype up for this award was just to throw in to Stephanie McMahon so they could pull Shane on the show. Now, I liked how they threw him in there. Not with the award, but his reasoning behind why he was on Monday Night Raw. They were using a real legit thing that's happening within WWE's company, within the company, where they're losing money, stocks are bad, ratings are going low, they got injuries up the yin yang and so forth, and they put the blame on Stephanie and Triple H. Whatever. Guess that's a way of Vince McMahon's a way of being a pussy and not accepting responsibility and using other people as his way of going ahead and telling the truth about what's going on within the company. Who the fuck knows? Nor does it really fucking matter, in my opinion. But yeah, Shane McMahon had a good segment. The audience was like acting like he was Hulk Hogan returning from whatever, returning from retirement, I guess you could say. And he got a great standing ovation by the audience. So I was really impressed by that, and he was pretty cool to see on the show. He looked pretty damn good and looked like he was really going to be ready. He looks like he's in okay shape to even have a match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania. So that should be pretty entertaining to watch. The segment was okay, I guess. Shane McMahon actually put on the best promo ahead of the bunch. Stephanie has gotten really fucking pathetic and boring with her segments, and I just don't give a shit whatsoever. From there, we got the announcement that Shane McMahon wants to have control of Monday Night Raw, taking away the rights of the control from Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Vince McMahon says, okay, you're going to have a match to do that. If so, you win, great, you get control. If you lose, you don't do squat, and you stay off my back for good. Okay, whoop-de-doo. He says that Undertaker would be his opponent at WrestleMania in a Hell in a Cell match, like I just mentioned about 2 or 3 times already. So, overall, if you think that Shane McMahon's got a shot at winning this match, go fucking crazy, because it ain't gonna happen. It's just, they mentioned that they were gonna bring a person that was outside the company that doesn't work for them to have a match, and there he is, Shane McMahon. Okay, not bad pick, but would have been better if they could have gotten Kurt Angle, but who the fuck cares? It's not bad. Shane McMahon can put on a good match with just about anybody. I mean, he's put on some decent matches, and he's way better than his father. So, granted, this could be turning out to, be a really good match for the Undertaker to have with somebody like Shane McMahon. So moving on along here, Neville versus Lucha Dragons versus the Neville and Lucha Dragons versus the New Day. Fucking boring ass match. Nothing interesting happened here, and the New Day won because of Kofi Kingston hitting his Trouble in Paradise finishing maneuver on Sin Cara. Sin Cara was having a problem seeing out of his mask, and that got messed up. Alright, what to do? Backstage, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was the worst out of everybody on the show. Roman Reigns was horrible. He did not do good on the mic. I would have to say this is probably a setback on him. He didn't do good well on the microphone. He sounded so fucking scripted. He did not sound legitimate or genuine. He sounded like a fucking robot, and he sounded like he just didn't give a shit. Quite frankly, that's how I feel. He sounded like he didn't even care. He just was doing his thing, what he was told to do, and that's it. Big fucking whoop-de-doo. And he mentions he wants to find out what's going on with Dean Ambrose. He's got the biggest match of his life coming up real soon against Triple H for the world title, which it would be his 3rd title reign already before his big moment at WrestleMania. Like, who the fuck cares about this anyway? I'm getting so sick and tired of this. Last night, I was, passive about the whole thing. I didn't blow up. But I'm gonna just say this: Dean Ambrose should have won that fucking match last night, and that should have been it. Roman Reigns should be facing Brock Lesnar. It'd been a great setup for Roman Reigns to have a rematch with Brock Lesnar to, see if Roman Reigns would have been able to actually overcome the Beast, making the title less important for him, but seeing if he can actually overcome the odds with a guy like Brock Lesnar. That would have been great. He could have beaten Brock Lesnar and then turned heel the same night after Dean Ambrose won the championship. Simple as that. Could have done that. No, they can't do that. They have to have Dean Ambrose compete for this fucking, I mean, I don't mind the idea of Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose having a match, but it would have been better if Dean Ambrose was competing for the championship. So I'm very disappointed in all of this. There ain't much really to say about this damn company anymore. I'm just so fucking sick and tired of bitching and moaning about this. It's just getting boring, stale, and just a waste of my time. I'd rather just watch the pay-per-views, let the show just unravel on its own without me wasting my life of 3 hours every night on Mondays and watching garbage like this instead of taking my time and watching some old school episodes of like a Monday Night Raw or any SmackDown episodes I can watch for I'm paying $9.99 a month for this damn network. If it wasn't for the network, I probably wouldn't even care about WWE anymore. To be quite honest with you guys. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman came out. They hyped up the match with him and Dean Ambrose. And very good segment by Paul Heyman. As usual, Paul Heyman always seems to put on a good promo and never makes anyone feel dull. It doesn't ever really feel that dull or boring. So, yeah, it was a good segment, and I really enjoyed watching it. Definitely good dialogue going on there, and it felt, realistic. So I enjoyed that, and it was pretty good. So the only thing is that was dumb was Dean Ambrose did a copycat of what fucking, uh, what Stone Cold Steve Austin has done in the past. Only he stole a freaking ambulance and drove it into the building. Wonder where we've seen this before. On multiple different occasions. I swear to God, I think Vince McMahon loves to live in the past, and truth of the matter is, he needs to get a fucking time machine and go back there and let some real people who actually care about the current product do what they need to do to make this company better. Because quite honestly, this is just utterly and completely terrible and horrifically boring to the point where I want to gouge my own fucking eyeballs out of my head or just turn the fucking TV off to something else that's worth my time. Not to mention, there ain't nothing ever really on TV, which also gives Vince McMahon another way. So whatever. We then get the Usos versus the Ascension. This is complete and utter bullshit. I didn't quite understand this, why this match occurred after the Dudley Boys came out and all that, but whatever. The match absolutely sucked. I hardly paid any attention to it and could have given two shits less about it. The Usos, of course, win against the Ascension. Nothing surprising there. I don't even give it a rating. I give it shit. So from there, we had Jericho and AJ Styles pretty much have a nice confrontation. They both shake each other's hands. They come to the realization they're both talented wrestlers, and Jericho congratulates him and says he's proven that he is worth being in WWE and he's going to go places within WWE. Nice little, sportsmanship there. And then they have to spoil it with the social outcast. Now, someone please tell me who the fuck is writing in WWE, because quite honestly, whoever thinks this is a good idea are a bunch of idiots. Social outcasts claim, oh yeah, well, Jericho and AJ Styles, I guess apparently you guys think you're a team, we're a team, and we rule, blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of here. You guys sound like a bunch of fucking broken records, a bunch of robots, and a bunch of jackasses. Like, Jericho put it, he looks like, Heath Slater looks like the gingerbread jackass. in a PG format. I only wish it was in TV 14. Say what he really wanted to say. AJ Styles and Jericho win this match, thankfully by Chris Jericho getting the Walls of Jericho on Curtis Axel, and Curtis Axel tapped out, and that was the end of the match. Backstage, we had Triple H and Stephanie McMahon discuss Shane's return, as well as discuss about finding Reigns and telling him what match he's going to have tonight. Oh, big whoop-de-fucky do. We get a funny little segment with Goldust and R-Truth, again displaying how Vince McMahon is stuck in the past. Vince McMahon is taking Goldust and R-Truth and making them like Goldust and Booker T. Why? Because R-Truth has got dreadlocks and he's black. Get the fuck out of here, man. I mean, it's funny, yeah, but it's not like you can't recreate what Goldust and Booker T had. It just won't work. I mean, you're creating funny segments with these two guys, but they're not believable. They could not make it as a tag team. They would not look good as tag team champions. They are absolute and utterly bullshit. Both jobbers, and they hardly do nothing in the company to begin with. So who cares? Then we get a nice fucking Vince McMahon blow it out your ass kind of deal. Ryback, Big Show, and Kane versus the Wyatt family, only this time it's Harper, Rowan, and Bray Wyatt, the original members of the Wyatt family, competing against Ryback, Big Show, and Kane. Now, before they go on break, before the match actually starts, Michael Cole, that fucking dumb piece of shit, Michael Cole, had to go on to say that we are going to see a physical altercation. I have one thing to say. I don't think Michael Cole could sell a 10-inch cock to a horny prostitute who hasn't gotten laid in a year. Okay? Bottom line. That is how bad this guy cannot sell a fucking match. Granted, you're going to try to sell it with that kind of garbage with a group of fucking jackasses like most of the members of the Wyatt family, excluding Bray Wyatt, and Ryback, Big Show, and Kane. Ryback doesn't go nowhere within the company. Big Show and Kane are two has-beens that shouldn't be wrestling anymore and should be retired. They have nothing left in the tank to really go off of based on their character and gimmicks. So they either need to find a new gimmick or retire, and with how old they are, they should just retire at this point because they have no rhyme or reason within the company except to be just fill-ins for whenever Vince McMahon wants to use a bunch of big guys. But with all that aside, Ryback walks out on Big Show and Kane during this match. Now, someone please explain this one to me. Where does this make any sense? You have Ryback, who won their match last night, walk out on his team while they had an advantage over the Wyatt family at that point during the match. So you didn't walk out on them when they were struggling or having a hard time with the Wyatt family. They were actually holding their own ground and pretty much had control over this match. And he walks out on him. Kane tries to tag him in and he walks out. Or what have you. I don't even know what the hell happened. I think it was abrupt. He just abruptly just walked out on his team and that was the end of it. Like, why? What was the point? I mean, you're winning a fucking match. You just decided, I think I go to eat. Fuck this match. I guess that's how bored he was at that point. with being involved in this match. It was just that fucking boring. Not that I could blame him. I mean, it was pretty fucking boring to me too. If I was in his position, I probably would have said, "Fuck this shit, I'm going home." You know, like Cartman from South Park. Screw you guys, I'm going home. You know what I mean? But this was just fucking ridiculous. Have a rematch that, should have been, the Wyatt should have won last night, and instead they don't. You have Ryback walk out on his team that he didn't walk out last night, and they haven't walked out this night, and they were winning the match too. So I don't quite get this, and again, whoever is writing this script should be fucking fired for this horrible bullshit that they are writing, and for Vince McMahon to accept and allow this garbage to continue to be displayed on people's television sets and in these arenas is sickening already. Give us a fucking break. We pay a lot of money to watch this shit, see it live, and so forth. We deserve better than this. I mean, give me a fucking break, Vince. You can do better than this. You've displayed in the past that you can put on better shows than this garbage. And I just don't feel that you give a fuck anymore. And if you don't give a fuck, why should I? Really? Why should I give a fuck about your damn product when you don't care? If you don't care, why should I care? I mean, I want somebody that cares about their product. I would rather give TNA another opportunity at this point, because at least maybe they have tried to put some kind of effort in their product, even though they're not the greatest at putting a show together. I believe Vince McMahon can do a better job than this. He just refuses to because he's a stubborn old fuck who needs to just step aside and allow real people who give a fuck about wrestling to run the damn company. And that's what that promo with Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon was really all about. And I liked it. But we all know in reality, and Vince McMahon knows what he's doing, he don't care. And hopefully that bites him in the ass to the point where he is losing money. But he's winning. He's making money. He's making money off the network. He's making money off of other things on the side. So he don't give a fuck about the ratings. Okay, fine. Don't give a fuck about the ratings. Eventually that's going to come to bite you in the ass anyway. And no one will care about your damn network or any of your other crap anymore. So whatever. Moving on with this show. The Wyatt family, by the way, did win the match, which they should have won last night. Bray Wyatt got the Sister Abigail on Kane and won the match. Big whoop. Sasha Banks beats Naomi. Nothing big happened there. It just started the wheels to turn for the storyline with the triple threat match with Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks. And that's pretty much it. Lame-ass story, show, segment between Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon about is all the stuff that you guys talked about true, blah, 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 and about he doesn't think that Undertaker has a shot in hell of losing to Shane McMahon, which is 100% true. He has no way of losing. Earlier on during the show, Roman Reigns was talked to by Seth McMahon and was told that he would be having a match with Sheamus. My God, how many fucking times are they going to have a match with Sheamus and Roman Reigns? With including the League of Douchebags. This was fucking boring until Triple H's music hit, and we got to see Triple H beat the fucking shit out of Roman Reigns. I have never seen a crowd so happy to see a bad guy beat the crap out of Roman Reigns at any good guy like they did tonight with Roman Reigns. I've never seen this kind of crap before in my life, and I swear to you people, this is a travesty. Triple H is the bad guy, and he's being cheered like he's the good guy. Makes no fucking sense. But you know what? There is a way for Vince McMahon to get the audience to be happy. Make Triple H beat Roman Reigns. Simple as that. Nothing hard, nothing difficult. Just have Triple H beat his ass. And there you go. Triple H gets another moment, and Roman Reigns' moment is taken away from, once again, 2 years in a row. Now, let me get this straight. We did have The Rock never have a moment of WrestleMania, winning a championship at least. He did beat Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 18. That was a good moment. He also had another great moment with Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 19 where he won. And the other two WrestleMania matches that he had with Steve Austin, the main title picture, were pretty good matches that he had, but he never really got the win, if you want to go by wins and losses. And also 16, he got screwed heavily, which I think was probably the moment that he should have won the WWF Championship. I think that was the biggest fuck up of all time. I don't think that, Rock deserved that. I think that should have been his moment. At least winning a championship at WrestleMania in the main event. This match, Roman Reigns don't deserve no fucking WrestleMania moment. I'm sorry. His match sucks. He sucks. And I've given up on cheering for this guy. Really. I don't see this guy ever becoming something worth watching. And even if he turns heel, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't care if he turns heel, stays face, sucks Vince McMahon's cock. I don't give a shit. I don't care for Roman Reigns at all. He could be the biggest bad guy walking on the face of God's green earth. He could be the most entertaining, good guy of all time. He can't wrestle. He can't do much of anything. His display of promos was horrible. I'd have to say by far the worst work ethic in a promo ever by Roman Reigns. This was absolute and utter complete garbage. Watching Triple H beat the shit out of Roman Reigns and watching Roman Reigns bleed from the nose was probably the best moment of the whole fucking night. Outside of Shane McMahon showing up and Brock Lesnar beating the shit out of Dean Ambrose and setting up a match between those two. Other than that, the rest of the show absolutely sucked. 3 moments that happened in this show that was good. Other than that, the rest of it was complete and utter garbage. Wrestling-wise, complete utter garbage. Nothing was entertaining when it came to the matches down the line. And as a side note, I forgot to mention, did you notice any Kevin Owens involved in the show? Absolutely none. What the fuck? Get the hell out of here, man. The guy just had a title victory over his first title defense over Dolph Ziggler. He had a good match. Granted, it's been done thousands of times over again, but give the guy a portion of the show where he's involved or something. And hype up the Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania. Not a fucking thing. This company is flat out fucking boring the shit out of me, and starting next month after WrestleMania 32, I may watch one Raw episode after WrestleMania 32 just to see how the show goes. I will not, and I promise you, I will not be doing a review on that Raw episode unless it's absolute and positively great to watch like it was last year after WrestleMania 31. But from then on, I don't think I'm going to waste my time watching these shows because they're not worth my time. I will be doing Retro Raws and whatever Retro SmackDown episodes I can do, even WCW type of events such as like all the Nitro episodes and so forth, to give some sort of entertainment value to my channel and give you guys something worth watching besides hearing me bitch and complain about the same fucking thing every single night. and I keep telling you this week in and week out that I'm going to be doing reviews on Retro Raws and so forth of other things that are on the WWE Network. And I would recommend to all of you to do the same thing. Find content on WWE Network on Monday nights and watch that from stuff that you don't remember because they were so far back in your day. You know, when you were a kid, I don't think you can remember every single little thing that happened during a Raw episode. I mean, give me a break. That's a little fucking insane. You gotta have a really good memory to do that. Highly doubt anyone of us can do that. But definitely, I would, if I was anybody, and I'm just making a recommendation, you want WWE to change their shit, stop watching their fucking show and use their network against them. Do that, because it's well worth it than wasting your time with this bullshit. I'm just doing this to, finish out the year, and then once I finish out the year for this year with Raw, I'm not watching any more of this shit from then on. But anyway, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting late. Gotta get going here, but I do appreciate your time watching this video. Hope you enjoyed hearing my rants and some of my positive critiques about the show. Leave your comments and opinions down below. I'll definitely get back to you. Thank you very much for watching. Lay this Macca down on that candy ass subscribe button, and thank you very much for watching, and have a great night, guys. Bye.